is Frank Yost, the creator of FranklyMLS.com and broker for FranklyRealty.com. And today I thought it'd be apropos to go on a high-speed train and talk about the speed of Frankly MLS. That's what Frankly MLS is all about. Massive amounts of data that you can see quickly. Unlike any other sites, it takes a little bit to get used to it, but once you do, you will be hooked on it. So first of all, you might want to open up this video in a separate link. We're going to show you how to do the search above, and then you can follow along with me. Start out by pressing the go button just to see the default search that should already be on there. And you'll see that the search results are sorted differently than normal. Some sites will show you homes that are the advertised homes first. Like Zillow will show you the homes that are advertised first, and they don't even sort by price. Other ones sort by price by default. On Frankly MLS, we sort by the Frankly Price Predictor, which is a patent-pending service that will attempt to predict the closing price of the home sold today. So why show a 700K house with 300 days on the market when you have another house that's just listed at $695? Why would you show them next to each other? So we'll show the 700K near the 630s so that the prices are shown in a more realistic order of what they would sell for. Because that's what you care about, is what you're going to pay, not the asking price. So first, the default is FPP by the Frankly Price Predictor, but you can click on the header for original list price or current list price to sort by that if you'd like. Secondly, you might see occasionally some blue, some addresses that have a blue box around them. Those are the wiki portion of the site where contributors, including buyer agents from 100 different companies, will include extra photos that the buyer agent took while with their clients to save you some time. If it's a bank listing with 0 photos, you might actually have 30 photos added by a buyer agent. So this site is by keyword only. So you do a search by keyword, add in a couple zip codes. That's the easy way to get started. But when you get more advanced, you can search for things like the MLS number, the address, just the house number, even the agent name to see their background check. That's called the CRA, the Comparative Realtor Analysis, which the whole blog on. We'll get into that in a second. The site also has school zone data, starting off with the DC, Fairfax, and Arlington school districts. You can see the actual school boundary zones, not what the agent enters, but the actual boundary zones that are provided by the county. No other site does that right now for MLS data. So you also want to log in the upper right-hand corner. I won't spam you. I have no interest in spamming you. And in the upper right-hand corner, you'll be able to log in. No passwords required. Just put in your email address. You have to confirm your email address, though, by checking your email. Check your spam folders, especially Yahoo people, to get your email alerts. So once you've signed in, you can do 2 things. After you've done a search, you can click on the heart button to favorite an individual listing. That will show you every change in that listing, including when it sells, actual sold prices when it goes to sell. So you can follow a neighbor's house if you'd like to. And then you can also do what's called a save search. So after you've done a search, you then can conduct you can conduct a tickets please. You can do a save search where you can save your actual search, like the Arlington County, zip code, price range, so you'll get alerted every day when there's a new listing or a price drop. So that's pretty much, the driving directions. If you put in your driving, your work address or any address that you would like to have directions from each listing, you put in just a zip code or the full address, and it'll show you the distance to every listing within a matter of seconds. There's also tons of different sorting options. You can sort by fancy things like percentage of list price, days on the market, when the listing date started. Secondly, so now let's open up one of the listings. It's what I call the full view, where you get more data than any other site. You get shareable short URLs. It's not a coincidence that the URLs are just FranklyMLS.com/MLS number. Wasn't easy to do, but makes it a lot easier for you. The photos are 4 times larger than any other site. You have a link to tax records. You can a link to verify schools in most districts, because the agent doesn't enter in the schools correctly. You have a price history for all the different listings, all the different listings that it's had, if it's been taken off the market, put back on. Also directions to each listing. If you put in your work address in the first search, it'll carry it over to this, so it'll show you door-to-door directions to each listing. Also very powerful, something called the CRA, the Comparative Realtor Analysis that I mentioned earlier, where at the bottom it says the listing agent's name. There'll be a section that says to show you all their past listings. Make sure you read the blog on that. It's very powerful data to show the agent's track record of what they tend to do. in the past. Also, we have the aerial views and maps with plot lines on there. So if you're already using an agent, great. Have your agent join Frankly MLS so they can get their own branded version so you won't see my silly ads all over the place. And also read the blog post on exclusive buyer agency agreement, why it's beneficial for you to sign an exclusive buyer agency agreement with your agent. If you don't think you need an agent, or prefer to work directly with the listing agent thinking that you know better than a buyer agent, the listing agent is going to oftentimes eat you alive. Read the blog post, learn more about the process, and you just don't. There's a blog post called You Don't Know What You Don't Know. Read that and hopefully it'll help you understand. Don't be a sucker that gets chewed up by the experienced listing agent because you think you can, I know what I want, so why won't I just write it down on a piece of paper? There's just so much more to it than that. Also, if you're not using an agent, if you like the site, you're going to love the agents. So, there's super sharp people that won't throw you under a bus or a train, and are there to actually help you out and get you the best deal possible. So check out the blog, tons of more information on there, blog.franklyrealty.com. Talk to you about different buyer agent tricks, listing agent tricks, or different tricks by different agents, how they fudge the MLS numbers sometimes. And that's it. I'm Frank, and this is Partly in My Life.